Hey, good morning guys. It's Dawn from Seasonal Designs. It's a really pretty morning this morning. I've got some stuff blooming. I thought we would do a quick tour of the front yard and across the drive today. So let's start by taking a walk down the front walk. Pachysandria here, underplanting all of my really large sum and substance hostas. And then on this side, of course, is my boxwood hedge. You can see how beautiful and large these are. And sometimes I don't like hosta blooms, but the sum and substance hosta has a really cool looking bloom. They're just really neat blooms. Look at how cool those are. So I do absolutely leave all of my blooms on these. Walking under the hawthorn. Climbing hydrangea that was just glorious earlier in the year. Front door. The astilbe that were really pretty when they were blooming. My grasses, I told you about those in a previous video. Those need to come out next year, and they've reverted from the really cool light color. So we're gonna have to replace those. But my Annabelle hydrangea flopped from the rain and the heavy blossoms that they have. But I don't mind them. I love just kind of that soft, floppy look. And then from the front door, this is kind of the view out with the berm here that divides the front yard from the drive, and then the grasses there really do kind of soften the look. So now I think we'll take a look at the plantings on the berm. So we start off here on the right with seed coreopsis. I have a little patch of Siberian iris that grew into here from the front, and then this is red twig dogwood here in the middle. Little bunny grass. And then the Russian sage that is just coming into bloom now. And I really like the way this is just kind of this airy, light bluish purple foliage right behind it. The coneflowers there are blooming in the gold, or brown-eyed Susan, and then behind them is the purple coneflowers, or echinacea, and then behind them yet another layer of the grasses. So we'll just kind of take a peek here. I have some variegated sedum in here. I have this bellflower, campanula, I believe it's called. It gets this really cool little bell-shaped flower. And then this is just starting to open up here. You can see I have a lot that still needs to open, but it's just going to be this pretty sea of gold. And then the purple coneflowers. I do have some lamb's ear here. Gives it kind of that bluish green kind of hue. And then this grass, I'll have to put up exactly what it is, but it is just beautiful in the fall and even through winter. And so really this area here, if you can see, like right there was a tree, and the tree grew up, and then it grew like way over, kind of over the top of the grass, and really shaded like the grass. And this grass really likes sun. So I noticed this year, this is the first year we haven't had that tree here, but this grass is growing much straighter, much more upright now. And then right in the front here is a patch of Carl Forrester. But now my Tixie coreopsis that's over here gets a lot more sun, and it is much happier. I'm hoping that we can get it to fill back in over here. And I just have a little path that just kind of cuts through so we can walk through to the other gardens and paths. And then this here is a bit of shade here in the back corner. I've got some hostas. I've got a couple of grasses here that get some sun. I have some more Siberian iris. I have another patch of grass here. And then this is where really my garden kind of meets the prairie. Trying to fill in here now that it gets more sun, I think it will do much better. And then here I put grape soda heuchera, and that it gets morning sun. As you can see, it's just starting to come in here, and then afternoon it's shaded by the grass. And then the back side of this, got a patch here of Bergenia. And then we're really kind of back to the front walk right here. All right, so let's tackle the butterfly garden next. I'll start by giving you a little bit of background. So this entire area here, all the way right up to the woods, was originally just seeded. Like when we bought this property, 12 acres, 6 woodland, 6 was literally a cornfield. And we took the cornfield and we established a prairie probably 23, 24, 25 years ago. So this was originally prairie, and what happened is weeds over time really just kind of grew into this area where it just became more weeds than it was prairie. So slowly but surely I dug out the things I did not want in here and tried to start replacing them with things that I wanted in here. So this is a work in progress, but let's take a close-up look at it anyway. I have some allium here on one end. I have some ground sedum. And you can see I have a lot of purple coneflower and some of the Shasta daisies. Some sedum underplanted with some supertunias for a pop of color all season. Big patch again of black-eyed Susans. The Shasta daisies. Really just a lot of purple coneflowers in here. This is new this year. I have some speedwell in here. There is some phlox that self-seeded itself here. You can see I have some in here. My Grand Marshal Minarda was glorious this year. Love that. That's brand new. My early bird Nepeta was also brand new this year. Actually, I planted it the end of the year last year. It was really pretty when it was blooming. One of my favorite new yarrows is the Summer Berries yarrow. It has all of these different colors on one plant, and I just love it. And I have a couple patches of that in here. I have some white yarrow with some white Amelia Shasta daisy. And then I have the Stelladora daylilies. And then we have a path that winds kind of through the garden beds here and around and into my woods. But this section here, when we first moved in, was a pile of rocks and a bunch of weeds. And over time, I've just kind of worked in these areas to take these areas over. Over here, last year, I did plant some ladies' mantle. I have 3 of them here, 1, 2, 3, and I underplanted those with the Supertunias. Supertunia Vista bubblegum. There are 5 in there. And they have spread and just filled in so wonderfully. And so from the other side of the drive, when you look over, I just think it's so pretty. To see this pop of pink that's here literally all summer long, and I love it. Some hostas, another patch of an iris. I've got a couple patches of these iris that were just really pretty this year. some the lamb's ear that I have, and then a nice patch of astilbe. I think this is, boy, Pink Fusion, I believe. And that came from right over here by the drive. I have a patch of them right here, and they were growing into my path. So I dug them out. I put them here last year, and this year, wow, they just are really happy in this spot. Some in substance hostas here in the back. I have some red astilbe here. This is Miss Kate or Sweet Kate spiderwort. Look in here. I have a hosta here that probably is getting too much sun here, and I might have to move him a little bit more delicate leaves. And then here into the woodland area. All right, and here's the back side of this. I have some of peonies in here. These were so pretty this year. And then this is a new peony right there. This is my swamp milkweed. I see a lot of baby cats on my swamp milkweed and the butterfly weed that I have here, as well as the one that I have up there in the front. And then you're going to see, yep, purple coneflowers and the daisies in here. But pretty soon there's going to be pops of yellow in through here as well. Well, that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed the little tour of my front yard, and we'll see you guys again soon. Have a good one.